Sukhoi Su-34 NATO reporting name, Fullback, is a Soviet-origin Russian twin-engine, twin-seat, all-weather supersonic medium-range fighter-bomber strike aircraft. It first flew in 1990. Intended for the Soviet Air Forces, and it entered service in 2014 with the Russian Air Force. Based on the Sukhoi Su-27 Flanker air superiority fighter. The Su-34 has an armored cockpit for side-by-side seating of its two-person crew. The Su-34 is designed primarily for tactical deployment against ground and naval targets, tactical bombing attack interdiction roles, including against small and mobile targets, on solo and group missions in daytime and at night, under favorable and adverse weather conditions, and in a hostile environment with counter-fire and electronic warfare. Countermeasures deployed, as well as for aerial reconnaissance. The Su-34 will eventually replace the Su-24 tactical strike fighter and the Tu-22M long-distance bomber. The Su-34 had a murky and protracted beginning. In the mid-1980s, Sukhoi began developing a new tactical multi-role combat aircraft to replace the swing-wing Su-24, which would incorporate a host of conflicting requirements. The Bureau thus selected the Su-27, which excelled in maneuverability and range and could carry a large payload, as the basis for the new fighter bomber. More specifically, the aircraft was developed from T-10KM2, the naval trainer derivative of the Sukhoi Su-27K. The development, known internally as T-10V, was shelved at the end of the 1980s, sharing the fate of the aircraft carrier Ulyanovsk. This was the result of the political upheaval in the Soviet Union and its subsequent disintegration. In August 1990, a photograph taken by a TASS officer showed an aircraft making a dummy approach towards the aircraft carrier Tbilisi. The aircraft, subsequently and erroneously labeled Su-27Ku by Western intelligence, made its maiden flight on 13 April 1990 with Anatoly Ivanov at the controls. Converted from an Su-27UB with the new distinctive nose, while retaining the main undercarriage of previous Su-27s, it was a prototype for the Su-27IB. IB stands for Istrebitel Bombardirovщик, or fighter bomber. It was developed in parallel with the two-seat naval trainer, the Su-27 Cub. However, contrary to earlier reports, the two aircraft are not directly related. Flight tests continued throughout 1990 and into 1991. A Su-34 intercepted by the RAF over the Baltic in 2015. In 1992, the Su-27IV was displayed to the public at the Massaro Show, later renamed Max Air Show, where it demonstrated aerial refueling with an Il-78 and performed an aerobatic display. The aircraft was officially unveiled on 13 February 1992 at Machalish, where Russian President Boris Yeltsin and the CIS leaders were holding a summit. The following year, the Su-27 IV was again displayed at the Max Air Show.